The mark of the Forsaken, the realm of Elarion, had long been divided, light and shadow, the blessed and the cursed. Lyra was of the blessed, the highborn daughter of the Celestian Order, her bloodline pure and untouched by the dark arts. She had been raised among marble spires and sacred texts, trained to harness the light. She had been told that beyond the veil lay only corruption, that those who wielded forbidden magic had long since abandoned their souls. And yet, she had come. The air was thick with power as she stumbled through the twisted roots and skeletal trees of the umbral forest. The mist curled around her like ghostly fingers, whispering things she did not understand. The Celestian Order had warned her about this place, about the Forsaken who dwelled in the realm beyond the veil. She should not be here. And yet, she felt as though she had always belonged. A presence stirred in the darkness. She felt it before she saw it, a shadow unfurling at the edge of her vision. A figure stepped into the dim glow of the blood eclipse overhead. His form impossibly still, his gaze burning. Riven. She had never seen him before, yet she had known him all her life, in her dreams. In the spaces between waking and sleep, in the echo of something lost. He was a story whispered in dark corners, a name the Celestian priests had forbidden her to speak. "You are far from your golden halls, little one," he murmured. His voice was like the shadows themselves, low, slow, curling around her like smoke. "Did you lose your way?" Lyra forced herself to stand tall. No. A flicker of something crossed his face, something unreadable. "You have been calling me," she said. The words felt right, even if she did not fully understand them. Riven's gaze sharpened. "And you have been listening." A slow tension wove between them, thick and unspoken. She should not be here, and yet something deep within her had led her to this moment. The air between them was electric, charged with magic she did not yet understand. "The priests told me of you," she whispered. "They said your magic is cursed, that you were exiled because you were dangerous." He took a slow step towards her. She did not retreat. "And do you believe them?" She hesitated. She had always believed them. And yet, standing here, staring into the embers of his gaze, she wasn't sure anymore. Riven exhaled a quiet laugh, but there was no humor in it. "They call us cursed because they fear what they do not understand, because they know their light is weak in the presence of true power." His fingers lifted, and the shadows stirred at his command. Dark tendrils curled through the mist, reaching toward her. This was the test. If she flinched, she would be lost. If she accepted, she would be damned. But Lyra did not flinch. The moment the darkness brushed her skin, heat surged through her veins. It should have burned. Should have felt wrong, but instead it felt like something missing had just been returned. Riven inhaled sharply. His fingers flexed at his sides. "Your light does not reject my shadow." A truth she had feared to name settled over her. "What does that mean?" she whispered. His jaw tightened, the embers of his gaze burning hotter. "It means you were never meant to be theirs." The sky rumbled above them, crimson lightning splitting across the dark clouds. She could feel them coming now, the Celestian priests, their will stretching toward her, pulling her back. She had a choice. Riven's fingers ghosted over her wrist, his touch light as a breath. But she felt the weight of it, as if he had already claimed her. "If you stay, you will be hunted," he warned. "And if I leave, you will never know what you are." The moment stretched between them, heavy with the pull of fate. Lyra let out a slow breath. her heart steady for the first time in her life. Then take me with you. For the first time, Riven truly smiled. Then come, little one, he murmured, his voice edged with reverence and ruin. Let us be damned together. And Lyra, daughter of light, stepped willingly into the dark.